We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Mike, check.
12,
33.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare.
And here's Wilson to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he won 104, 53-1 in the regular season, threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns, a Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks, and, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48.
Double tight. Double tight.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, tight. Check 99. Check 99.
They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Come on, QB. Come on.
Check 4.
Gun. 6. Check. Sky.
Mike, check 33.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
On the ball. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey.
Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Cardinal. 4 down. Alert.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. That one good. For 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Come on. Set, Cowboy 80. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 19 Lions. Hey.
4 down.
Go street.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and very short, Smith. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Check!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check! 4 down!
They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check nickel. Switch.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
Go, it's run.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 49. Check.
Hey, 0.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
I'm going to come back to you. Check. Kill. Under 10.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Safety's creeping.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Check Mike 33.
I'm coming. Check 3.
Mark that.
Watch it.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check tight. Hey, check Mike 33. check, Mike 33. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Lucky.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Go.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 14, Seahawks 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 9, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down. And as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career-high 12 touchdowns last season, and a first down with that catch there.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 60 Maverick. Check. 3 down. Ready, go.
Now Gino. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Double tight.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Check safety. Slam. Jam him. Jam. There.
Hey, check 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 36. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Ready? 36.
Now Wilson.
Mike, 36.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Got three down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6, Smith. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Get ready.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Alert, alert. 79 Broncos.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go. Check. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch 7.
Here's Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Strong right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down at 4, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, with a juke. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
We got double up.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Listen. We ain't going nowhere.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Let's go.
And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Mike, check 33. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Check. Fresno. Let's go. 4 down. Hey, 0. Hey, check, Mike.
Now it's Wilson.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
This will be caught. Judy. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Double tight. We got 4.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from the 1.
I'm here all day.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. but I think that they were right about this one.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert. Yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Switch. 14.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Mike, 36. Watch the screen.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
You.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Shift. Show an 8.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Rush in.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get off the field.
Pick the edge.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
All day, baby, all day.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A gain of 3, second down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Who's that?
On 2nd and 7, Smith. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. 3rd down here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3.
Mustang 19. Riggs.
Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
We got
7 Pirates.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Watch tight.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
3 down. 3 down.
Now it's Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch
70 Ranger.
Slot man moves right.
3 down. Odd.
Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The slot man in motion right. Smith now to throw. This is the tight end fan. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
3 down.
Now Smith. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tap.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
33. Bring it. Bring it.
Well, partner, that'll do it. This is week 1 primetime games. They always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word